Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? The summer season is coming to an end real soon, and with the fall just right up the corner, let's take a look at the hottest and hypest anime series that are coming soon in the upcoming fall 2017 season. Note that this list does not include anime movies or OVAs, so if you want to see that in a video, just let me know down in the comments below. So let's get right into it. Starting with Juni Taisen. Premiering on October 3rd, Juni Taisen is basically a battle royale between 12 different competitors whom each embody one of the Chinese zodiacs. This battle royale happens every 12 years, and this is the 12th one to happen. And for the grand prize, the last person standing gets granted a wish. Sounds like a total ripoff of the Fate series, but hear me out. The original novel for Juni Taisen was written by Nisio Isen, who also happens to be the author of the Monogatari series. And if you watched any of the Monogatari series, you would know that this author is anything but conventional. To see him take on a setting similar to Fate means we're gonna get plenty of action, but probably also a full cast of interesting and quirky characters that will definitely be the highlight of the show. But then again, Juni Taisen is not done by the same studio that did Monogatari, so we probably can't expect the same type of production. Still though, super excited to see what Graphinica does with it. Next up for number 2, premiering on October 6th is Dies Irae. This is an anime adaptation of one of the most popular and highly rated visual novels to date. A recent successful Kickstarter got over $200,000 to kickstart a localization release of the visual novel, which was backed by just over 2,000 people. Which also means fans of Dies Irae are generally pretty big fans of the visual novel. But onto the story. Starting at the end of the Second World War, a group of Nazi officers carries out some sort of sacrificial ritual right before the war ends, using the lives lost in the war, and following the war, the group disappears into legend. 61 years later, a boy named Ren Fuji, while attending high school, ends up in a crazy fight with his old buddy that leaves him hospitalized for 2 months. But as he tries to rebuild his life after getting out of the hospital, the evil group returns and the world is turned upside down. A lot of morally questionable characters in this series, so if you're into something a little darker this season, this is it. The original creator is on the anime project as well, so it's most likely going to be pretty faithful to the original material. Next up for number 3, we have Hoseki no Kuni, or Kingdom of Gems, or Land of the Lustrous. Now this one caught my eye immediately for its unique art and obviously the use of 3D models on 2D backgrounds. Although it's not as highly detailed as say Blame or anything from Polygon Pictures, it is still very uniquely stylized and the premise of the story is pretty interesting. In the future, all life was wiped out by meteor strikes and instead, Earth became inhabited by a race of humanoid-looking life forms called Hoseki, or gems. They're all immortal and embody the beauty of the gems they are named after, which is why moon dwellers actually come down to Earth to hunt them as trophies. Gems are thus always defending themselves from these moon dwellers, and each gem has their own role in the group, either fighting directly against the moon dwellers or supporting those who fight. The aesthetics are pretty out of the world, but it works pretty well with the story setting, so this one is a definite must-watch for me. Next up for number 4, we have Boku no Kanojo ga Majime Sugiru Sho Bitch na Ken. Now if you were looking for this season's or this year's trashiest show, this is it. The title when translated literally means my girl is a faithful virgin bitch, and starts with an ordinary high school student Haruka Shinozaki confessing to class rep Akiho Kosaka. And to his and our surprise, she accepts. Kosaka takes dating very seriously as she does with everything else she does, but she doesn't really quite get it, which leads the two down a very trashy path that would even make Eromanga Sensei blush. On the title alone, many are already pinning this as anime of the year, but I guess we'll just all have to see for ourselves by watching it to find out if it's going to be worth the title. And finally at number 5, premiering on October 3rd, we have Shokugeki no Soma Season 3. Hype level for the return of our favorite foodgasm show is at an all-time high, and is probably the most anticipated anime of the season. Starting right after the Stagiaire arc, Shokugeki is headed into the Moon Banquet Festival arc, and we will finally get to see more action from the Elite 10. Now I know nobody wants to get spoiled for this season, so I'm gonna stop there. But if you're gonna watch only one show from this season, it's gonna be this one. Or Gintama. But I don't need to talk about Gintama on this list because everybody is going to watch it anyways, hype or no hype. So there you have it, the top 5 hypest anime series that's coming up for the fall 2017 season. That's my list, and I'm curious as to what's on your top 5 for this season to watch. So as usual, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.